those who have seen my other photo and come, that's my younger brother. वो गाँव गया है तो मैं आया हूँ. That's pre-COVID. Now this is me after COVID. Yeah, so we'll be doing a session on Schengen visas today. We all have applied for Schengens. We have got rejected. There is a fear somewhere that how will you get this visa? There are some tips and tricks. Basically, we'll just try to uncomplicated, which people complicated. It's not that tough to get a Schengen visa. So something about me, that's my QR code for the Twitter handle where I post my flight deals and all. So I worked in a corporate for last 16, 17 years. I quit everything. I'm a backpacker. I've done 50 countries on a budget. I've done 30 days in Europe on 1.6 lakhs and not cutting off anything, had my time, had my life. I even worked out 2 months out of Europe just this June, July, out of Italy from some of the posh areas, living on 1800, 1700 rupees hostels. So that's not costly. That's the other part of me. So yeah, and now we are into full-time trip planning. I do trip plannings for a fee, and we do Schengen and Japan visas. There'll be a lot of content. Don't try reading it. It's basically for me to read and tell you. Okay, so what are the countries in Schengen? These are the countries. Romania and Bulgaria got added recently. They got full access 1st of January. Again, don't run to apply for these countries क्योंकि उनको पता नहीं क्या process करना है. What people do is नया country है, appointments मिल रहे, चलो फटाफट apply करते. This is the same thing which happened with Croatia. So Croatia, if it didn't understand a profile, it just blindly rejected because there is a strict watch on this countries by the Schengen zone that what are they approving, what are they not approving. So they are still learning. So don't just run to apply unless you understand what and why you are going there. Another big thing is jurisdiction. So what is jurisdiction and why are people getting stuck into it? So some of the European countries have jurisdiction in India. Okay, so those countries marked in red, these ones, these have jurisdictions. So how does it impact as an Indian? So in these countries, they have mapped India into separate zones, correct? तो अगर मैं बैंगलोर में रहता हूँ, if I'm in Bangalore, Hindi and English is good for all, correct? Yeah? Okay. So if I'm living in Bangalore, I cannot go and apply in Mumbai. So what people do, last minute, मेरा flight book है, I have my hotels book, Bangalore doesn't have appointment, let me book to Mumbai and rush to Mumbai. I go to Mumbai, show my passport, they'll not allow you to apply. Because these countries have jurisdictions, which you have to prove them that you are living in this area from last 6 months. Why? Because their processing units are different and they have made jurisdictions in that. So same goes. So what are my checks as a traveler? If I have to book flight to any of these countries, first of all, I'll see visa appointment availability or I won't touch these countries. क्योंकि अगर बैंगलोर में नहीं है, तो I'm stuck waiting for Bangalore. There are few states like Spain hai, so Spain is still liberal. Spain has just 2 jurisdictions. One is Mumbai and the other one is Delhi. So Mumbai covers half of India, Delhi covers the other half. So अगर मुझे मुंबई में नहीं मिला, I have still the whole south and everything to go and apply. Basically, they restrict you to apply from that area. So if I have like Italy, I would not touch. Poland has some jurisdiction which is very unique. If you have Kolkata written in your passport, you live anywhere, you have to go to Kolkata. You cannot apply from anywhere. So touching any of these countries, make sure you understand before booking your flights. Yeah? These all countries, everything, there are no jurisdiction. Mera Mumbai mein appointment nahi hai. In fact, all my appointments in Goa, we must be using daily 5-6 appointments. So anywhere, if I don't get an appointment, I push them to Goa. Goa जाके घूम के आओ, appointment भी करके आओ. Yeah, so Pondicherry has tons of appointments. Any of these countries you don't get anywhere, Pondicherry जाओ, घूम के आओ और visa का application भी दे के आओ. We tell everybody to go there. So right now you will have appointment. But in peak season, जैसे April, March will start coming up. You will not get appointments in metros. And if your visa is rejected or if you want to apply in next 10-15 days, you can go anywhere in India and apply. They don't matter where you are from, where you stay. You can apply for these countries anywhere in India. Yeah, so make sure you know what you are doing, you are planning so that you are not stuck anywhere. Yeah, so this one, take care. This one, and just one for Italy. Italy, don't touch if you are a first-time traveler. Appointments right now are already in April. So you imagine, and they are pathetically slow. Slow, matlab very slow. Our highest, I think, longest has come after 82 days. And if your trip is very late, they will take their time to process. So this is a jurisdiction. Just a heads up. Don't touch it. Understand what you are doing. Okay, which is the most favorable country? Yeah. So we have processed around 1,000 plus applications this last year. Based on that, what we have taken out or how we have understood it is Austria. They from last 3-4 months they have been very hectic. Matlab, they'll reject out left, right, and center without any reason. In fact, Australia we had 5 family members. All of them were rejected. Four got their visa. They asked for a what we say the rejection letter. So see, I'll just tell you, rejection letter, जो भी country देता है, the print is same, but what they write in remarks doesn't go in their system. So the other country wants to see के remarks क्या था. Okay, that is the only thing. Now, out of 4 family members had the papers safe. One family member didn't have the paper. They rejected his application. They gave it to all 4 except the one person क्योंकि उसके पास वो rejection letter नहीं था. So they are very erratic. Don't touch them if you are even planning, if you are a first time planner. They are good with single girls. They are good with young people. They tend to approve it if you are going solo. But again, that's just few of the applications which got approved. We have had cases which we knew के reject होगा. We have told client के reject होगा. Still they have got visa. So Austria, don't touch if you are going into that zone. I'll just show you the next map, then you'll understand. Belgium, the documents go to Belgium for checking. तो अगर आपने उसमें लिखा होगा, I have FDs of this much and I have mutual fund, they don't understand. मतलब for them पैसा नहीं है बैंक में इसके पास, बंद cancel करो. Yeah, so it goes to Belgium for checking. They take hell lot of time. Give them any proofs like they had some events over there, F1 and all that. Make sure you don't touch or do anything in that. People edit PDFs and all. Don't do that. They have access to everything. So any events or all, +1 लिखा है, 4 लोग जा रहे हैं, edit करके +4 कर दिया, they'll reject. Yeah, so that is Belgium. Don't touch them. Second, Belgium is a very small country. If you're going for 15 days, how will you prove 5 days in Belgium? मतलब, huh? Yeah. So you have to plan it in such a way that your country your visit justifies. You have something in Belgium or you're visiting. Again, for the first timers, I would avoid Belgium, living there for such a long time. Yeah. Croatia, new member, as I said, they still reject. And Croatia has a weird rule of 60 days. If your trip is within 60 days, you cannot apply with them. They are upfront telling, we are slow, we will not accept your application. So that's the blunt rule what they have, correct? Czech Republic approves very good. You change anything, you will get a mail. 5 out of 10 applications get a mail saying that your visa is revoked. You change a single hotel booking, they will revoke your visa. So apply with Czech only when you know you will be staying in the same hotels or the stays. If you are a avid traveler, you have 3-4 Schengen visas before, they are okay with it. But if you are new or something, or they'll just send you a mail. We have had cases where the person is in Europe and they have revoked his visa because he has changed changed the hotel bookings. Finland, fair enough, but getting a slot is very tough nowadays. They do have 10 walk-ins 2 times a week, but it doesn't happen. France, excellent. If you are a first-time traveler, they are really liberal. Don't see the statistics. Don't see iska. See, people see France, Spain, and Switzerland statistics, rejection ratio, and they don't apply. So these are the countries which have maximum applications. So rejection ही ज़्यादा ही होगा. So what people don't see कि उसका application is the third. All 3 countries are the highest number of getting the visa application. So the rejection rate will be quite high only. So people tend to avoid France for that, but France is liberal. We have got cases processed. It's really nice, this thing. Only thing is France, if you are reapplying, if you have a rejection and you are reapplying, they tend to scrutinize you further. Yeah. Germany, only country which will read your letter if you have some non-conventional profile. If you are not the salaried, not into this, you are agriculturist, or you are earning from poker or whatever, some non-conventional profile, Germany is the place. They will read your cover letters. Not the fastest, but they will at least read and convey. This country will also ask you for documents if they need. Okay, I want this, I want to understand this, XYZ. So that is your country if you want to go and apply for some this thing. Greece, again, avoid as a first timer. They will approve, they may not approve. पूरा मूड के हिसाब से है. घर से झगड़ा करके आया होगा, they may not approve. So it is totally like you will think that इसको नहीं मिलेगा visa and they have got visas. So second, what mistake people with Greece do, because I travel, I know. People go and apply for Greece in January, February and December. And they write over there, we will travel to Santorini Island with ferry. जबकि ferries close होते तभी. People just take the itinerary कि we will take a ferry, but the ferries are closed because it is winters over there. People see hotel rates and go and apply in Greece. So avoid Greece if it is your first timer. Honeymooners, they approve. Blindly they approve, we have got it. But first timers and all, take a bit care if you are applying. Make sure your itinerary is at least, you know what you are doing, where you are staying. Your itinerary knows everything. Yeah? Italy, very, very long appointments, very hard to get. So Italy, just for your information, Italy at all over places over India, they have added one more category in the appointment, which is previous holding. So if you have a previous visa, Schengen visa, you have a separate category for Italy, jiska appointments available hai. Correct? So if you are going for Italy and you have to apply, there is a separate category in that. Now the catch comes. For Mumbai, only for Mumbai, if any one person in your family has it, everybody can apply. But for all over India, you cannot do that. Okay, so if one person has it, all can go and apply. If others don't have, it's fine. But for all other places in India, you cannot apply. Everyone has to have a previous Schengen. And for new appointments, the appointment date is already in April. So you can imagine so what I say is most people visit Italy via Switzerland. Netherlands, again, liberal, not the fastest, but really good. They take 3 weeks to process your visas. Very nice. Very good country to apply for LTV, long-term visa. A very nice country. If you are applying via family and friends, Netherlands is very liberal for long-term visas. Spain, my most favorite country, because of many reasons. The earliest they process is in 8 hours. Like सुबह file गया, शाम को वापस आता है आपका. They are so quick. So Spain and France, they both have 24-hour stats. 24 hours when you get your passport back to you. Second best thing about Spain is 8 or 9 out of 10 appeals which we have done has been overturned. They don't mind accepting their mistakes. You go appeal, tell them, मैंने सब बराबर दिया है, there is some mistake, please check it from your end, and they will approve, they will overturn the decision. So out of all this, Germany you cannot appeal because they have closed the appeal process. France, you have to send a courier to France, which will reach after 3-4 days. You have to spend 2,000 rupees to send, no response. Switzerland, no response. Switzerland, in fact, appeal karoge, you have to follow up with them to close that appeal. Otherwise, 2 साल बाद आप apply करोगे and they will say आपका वो 2025 का एक appeal pending है, so we are not taking the file. So whichever country you appeal, make sure you follow up and make a closure in the system. Because Schengen everybody uses the same system. So make sure you follow up. 30 days is the appeal process. So make sure you mail them and tell, हाँ या ना जो भी है जवाब दो. Yeah. So Spain, very nice for solo travelers, very nice for LTVs, very nice for friends and family. Friends and family, take care because Spain needs a letter from the police station over there. So there are some countries in this where you need a letter from the local municipality. So what they do is they check, is your house big enough to accommodate that guests? So if your house is 300 square feet, और तुम बोल रहे हो मेरा पूरा मोहल्ला आ रहा है, they'll not give you a letter. So make sure wherever, so Germany, if you're getting a friends and family letter, they have a pendency of, I think, 1.5-2 months. Even if you want to get that letter, even if you got to get a notary done, Germany has an appointment after 3 months in some places. So if you're going via the friends and family route, make sure you check that first. Yeah, so Spain, again. Sweden, very strict. Sweden thinks everybody comes to us for a visa and they don't visit us. Because Sweden has walk-in appointments. And that's all over India. You can walk in and submit the file any time of the month. So they think वो सिर्फ appointment के लिए आता है. They will scrutinize, no, they will call you and say, third day पे आप क्या कर रहे हो? If you don't know, they'll reject. So Sweden, so any Nordic countries, if you are touching, make sure you have your itinerary with you. They will call you. This, which is one of the part of the details what I share with my customers, that they will call you, pick up and understand and tell them what you have. See, they don't tell कि भाई याद नहीं है तुमको, school नहीं है. But they want to know कि Sweden में तुम कहाँ घूम रहे हो, because these are all countries where you must have researched. These are costly countries. You can go to Paris and say 3 दिन में कुछ भी कुछ देख लेंगे. But these all countries want you to know why are you coming. That's why you see even the tourists are less there. You won't find other people. So they are a bit strict. So any Nordic countries understand what you are doing. Switzerland, excellent. Switzerland knows कि आप लोग यहाँ आके इटली जा रहे हो. They know still they will approve. They are very liberal. If you have Switzerland, so most of my customers book flights to Milan, Air India, 32,000 fare. But they want to go to Switzerland. So explain them. You are booking a flight in and out of Italy. So you are telling them, and they also know Italy appointments are not available. So explain them that I am coming via Milan because it's a cheap flight, but I am coming to your country, and they are good with it. But you will have to tell them. See, if a visa officer checks, if I check and I see that you have said Zurich, Interlaken, Rome, Florence, Naples, so I will think na कि ये सिर्फ visa लेने आ रहा है. But if you tell them कि मेरा ticket सस्ता था, that's why I'm doing Milan. So they are fine with it. Yeah, so this is, rest of the countries are omitted because we didn't have that many files processed, but we have done it. So, and this, another thing over here is people go with the percentage. I have seen so many, every month I get 2-3 customers, we went and applied to Estonia. क्यों? क्योंकि वहाँ का percentage आई है. They process only 500 applications, तो percentage आई होगा. But what would you do? Why you want to go to Estonia? So these are the major ones which we have processed more visas so that we had some data. Yeah. So this is a map of Schengen. So now these countries which I have circled are the countries which are liberal. So when you're planning a trip, make sure you plan a trip starting with these countries. So there are hubs. How I like to cover Europe is hubs. So I do Spain and Portugal together. अगर मैं Spain, Portugal कर रहा हूँ, I'll apply via Spain. Portugal is not that flexible or that liberal. So Spain makes more sense. Correct? Coming over here, I will apply via Germany, then go to Poland and do other stuff. If I'm doing this cluster, Czech Republic, Austria, Hungary, I'll apply via Czech. I'll not do via Austria. Hungary, I'll not do. They want to know everything. They will call you, they'll check your bank statement, so I'll just avoid them. This cluster, I'll apply via them. This cluster, I'll apply via France, Switzerland, then go to Italy, or I can apply via Swiss, then go to Italy. Austria जाना है, तो I'll do Swiss plus Austria. So there are places where you can take a visa, you can plan your trip if it is your first trip. Don't just blindly go with some country which is tough. See, you may have got a visa, no doubt. I'm not saying nahi milega. You can get it, but this is just a reference if you are planning your first trip. Okay, minimizing the risks. I see people, you must have seen tweets, 12 lakh gaye, 10 lakh gaye, I lost this much. So anyone, how much would you lose if you get a visa rejection? Bare minimum, how much should you lose? 15,000. So what you lose is your 90 euros what you pay. What you lose is your appointment fee. And what you lose if you have paid an agent or something. Even insurance is cancelable, which most people don't know. Your travel insurance is cancelable before you fly. So you can cancel it and you can get a full refund. No questions asked. You can even change your dates. You can add countries. And if nothing happens, you can just cancel and buy a new one. Yeah. So first thing, always know your exit plan before a visa rejection. If you are booking a single booking of flight tickets or your internal transport, just imagine your visa is rejected. How will I exit out of it? Keep dates handy. Train bookings hai, dusra kuch hai. Everybody has, everything you book has a date if you are booking cancelable. Or if you are not booking cancelable, you are booking non-refundable ones, know your risk factor. कि अगर मेरा visa नहीं गया, I'm ready to lose that 20-25,000, whatever. Yeah. Some countries, see, most countries don't want internal transport. People give it to get an additional of a file, that to make my file powerful. So that is upon you. You either book it. You can book buses via FlexPay and cancel and take a credit. You can, there are trains which allow you cancellation if you don't download a PDF. So you can book a train, you can take a screenshot of that and put it in your file. But if you download a PDF, it is non-cancelable. Because you have taken a ticket, you have taken a QR code. So there are ways to minimize your risks. Apply early. 6 months. मतलब 6 months it tells you, it gives you, all countries give you 6 months to apply for a visa. So why not apply early? You will get cheap airfares. You will get cheap other things. You can book non-refundable stay bookings, everything. Yeah. You can even wait for flight deals if you have ample amount of time. So one more thing is when you're applying early, there are countries, as I said, Italy and all, they'll keep your passport for 2-3 months if you have your date at 6 months. So know which country you are applying. Apply with a country which gives you a passport ASAP so that you have it in your hand. Otherwise वो 2-3 महीने में आप एंग्जाइटी में मर जाओगे, क्या हुआ करके उसमें ही खत्म हो जाओगे. And they will not reply. Even if you write, I am dead, please hand over my passport to my parent, they'll not reply. They will do as they're there. अगर कुछ भी दिया, they'll say you take your withdraw your passport back. Yeah. Again, non-refundable flights, don't get lured. So what I say, 30,000 ka flight is there from Mumbai, Milan, Mumbai. Don't just blindly book it. You are good to pay 35 or 40,000 with a visa in your hand than getting no visa and getting stuck with that. One more thing about non-refundable flights is if it is Singapore, Qatar or something like that, call up the call center, tell them directly to speak to a supervisor, explain them what has happened with you. They will give you an open ticket. Rarely, they might adjust you on some other date. They'll not refund you mostly, but some airlines have done that. But try your luck even with non-refund. We had Saudi Air refund us tickets. You explain them what has happened, what is your this thing, visa. They ask them if you want some proofs, I'm ready to give. Non-refundable tickets, they will adjust somewhere for you. I'm not saying everybody, but at least just try your luck क्योंकि वैसे भी पैसे जाने ही है. So just try it with a supervisor. They have powers to do it. Yeah, book your appointment before you book your flights. Don't just run around, book your appointments first. Don't book flights. If there is no appointment, it will be a nightmare searching for one. And then you will go through agents. They will tell you 5,000 लगेगा, 10,000 घर पे आके खाना बना के आपका biometric लेके जाएंगे. Don't fall for all that. So first book your appointments. At least see क्या चल रहा है dates. You will get a fair idea. Like France for Pan India, it is Monday का, कल का भी appointment मिलेगा. But if I had to do Portugal, I'll not touch. If I had to do Slovenia, I'll not touch. Yeah, so book your this thing. Your travel insurance, what I said, is cancelable completely. You use reservation tickets. So what you people must be calling it dummy tickets. You don't call it dummy tickets, or they are not dummy tickets actually. Those are reservation tickets. Dummy tickets क्या हुआ? उसका PNR कहीं दिखता ही नहीं है. Now, one more thing is what people get lured was your your visa assistance includes your free air ticket also. Ask them the validity. A 48-hour ticket is no use to you. जब तक आपके हाथ में तभी उसका PNR expire हो जाएगा. So when the visa officer goes and checks that PNR in system, it will not show. So that is what is given for free. So if you want it for 7 days, if you want it for 15 days, that costs money, which will not be included in the free जो ticket आपको मिल रहा है. So don't get excited कि वो मुझे ticket free दे रहा है, वो भी मेरा काम हो गया, पैसे बच गए. Ask the validity. Anything above 5 days will be 1,000 plus rupees. क्योंकि that actually understand, if all of us are going to France tomorrow, all of us book reservation tickets. So we are quarter of the plane. Will an airline allow quarter of a plane to sit with reservation tickets? They'll not allow. They will cancel. They will say, hold करके रखता हूँ 48 hours, आप लोग आ जाओ. After that, they'll just remove that PNR. But to hold it for a longer time, you have to pay for that, which has a facility. So make sure you use reservation tickets. Also make sure कौन से country को दे रहे हो reservation tickets. आप अगर फिनलैंड को reservation tickets दोगे ना, they will call you and tell, give me non-refundable tickets, I'll issue you a visa. Otherwise, I'll reject it. And then you are stuck. Now you cannot change one thing in the itinerary. You have to follow it. So instead of that, use the tickets which are coming with insurance, which some websites are now providing. Not the insurance which you take on yourself. This is insurance for the airline tickets. So there are two options in that. One, if my visa gets rejected, I get a full refund. If for no reason, I get a full refund. In off season, those tickets are free. That insurance is given for free. And in peak season, they charge you 2,000, 3,000, depending on the trip. But that is still better. मेरा flight भी book हो गया सस्ते भाव में. मेरा रिजेक्शन हुआ तो मेरा रिफंड भी आ गया, 2000 is ठीक है, I pay for it. So you are win-win on both sides. Yeah. So what I did on my this 2 months trip, which I went to Europe, I had a ticket booked every 15 days to come back to India. From Italy, from Spain, from France, because I was working from there. अगर कुछ काम में अटका or I want to go back. So I kept that, and before 72 hours, I kept canceling them. But I have the flexibility of coming back anytime I want with that extra money instead of the real one tickets. Yeah. Book pay at the property, which it is all of us does it, and please do that. The embassies are fine with it. Even Norway, Nordic, everybody are fine with it. Don't just use dummy. Now, one more thing in this, your visa assistant fee includes your hotel bookings also. Yeah, some people provide that. Again, if he is giving or he or she is giving you from booking.com, booking.com needs a credit card behind it. Without that, they won't book. Your your validity of your hotels, the next or the third day, they are going to cancel it. They have multiple customers. They cannot keep your hotel booking till the end. So it's best to keep your hotel booking. Now, we had one case I'll just share. The hotel was ABC. Okay, the hotel booking was ABC in France. They gave it for the visa. That was his first hotel. The embassy checked. There is no ABC hotel only. So they checked and said your booking is invalid. Now there had a mail come that ABC has changed to XYZ. The name has changed. But if my agent had booked it, I would not have anything and it would be a rejection. We gave that mail to them. It is not our problem. Booking.com ka we have a mail that the property name has changed. Visa got approved. So with flights, you can do anything, but with hotels, don't do it so that any changes happens. You know what is happening. Yeah. End date of cancellation, keep a reminder, cancel everything, whatever is there, except Czech Republic. Max you lose on Schengen is the 15,000 rupees or 12 or 15,000, not a penny more. You should not lose if you are applying for the first time. Yeah. Okay, so understand and select the country of choice. What we learned that understand which country you are doing, which country you are. Don't visa shop. This is what most people do. We have had cases of visa shopping. You understand visa shopping? Anyone who doesn't? So what we do, we go to France and tell, I'm coming to your beautiful country for 5 days. After that, I'll go to other countries and I'll exit Schengen. I go to France, Paris. जैसे मेरा boarding pass हुआ, वहां से दूसरा flight पकड़ के Norway. That is visa shopping. Yeah. So you are telling a country, I will spend max days in your country, but you are not spending that. Now, what are the risks involved is now we have had cases where the airlines is telling, show us your hotel bookings. आपने तो सब cancel करके छोड़े, तो आपको boarding ही नहीं करने देंगे. Yeah, they will tell that आपका itinerary ये. This all happens with first time customers, first time travelers, not customers. So first time travelers है, मतलब they know that you are doing something, you are changing your itinerary. And I forgot the name, they have some officers which can ask the airlines to check your tickets and all this. And we have had cases, I tweeted it also, a detailed one. They just told that aapka baggage extra and they cancel it and they didn't allow him to board. We had cases for Netherlands, from Delhi, Mumbai. So visa shop, don't do visa shopping. Understand why, what. Second, what happens with visa shopping, what a new thing has come up is, there was a avid traveler who had taken a LTV, 1 year ka visa from France. I'll take an example of France. He showed I'll be going to France for the maximum days. He got it. He traveled 3-4 times to Schengen and all that. They saw his entry stamp as Spain. Correct? So they said, okay, we don't doubt you. You may have gone to Spain first. You stayed for maximum days in France on your first trip. Entry and exit date ye hai. Give us the hotel bookings. We want to check that you have not done visa shopping with us. This is the first time an embassy has asked this. They never used to ask all that. Because see, आपने आपका Schengen का history क्या रहता है? Entry, exit. You can tell I was in France only, Paris. 20 days I stayed there. But this is they are asking proofs. If you have stayed, where have you stayed? Show us a proof. His visa got rejected. So this is very rare, but they are asking. Second, if some country is believing in you and giving you a long-term visa, please visit that country first, or whatever you have shown in the itinerary. Don't change your itinerary because this is a long-run visa. So if you have taken a LTV from France and you have shown that France as a first destination, you can go to it's ideally good to go to France first and follow the itinerary. But you go to Spain also, they might not stop you. But next time when you apply in the future via Spain, via France, they can relate, right? ये France बोल के उधर गया ही नहीं. So don't do that with a country which has trusted you with a long-term visa. So follow that. एक बार France जाके, from your next trip you can do whatever you want. But that first trip, France, so that what you had shown, you are doing that. Next trip, do whatever you want. It is a free. In fact, any LTV comes, message goes from our end that you have got a bus pass to Europe. That is long-term visa. Like you just keep on traveling. Smaller countries, which people do a mistake, every month we get cases. Estonia, Lithuania, we have got rejected. Latvia. Why do you apply? Slovenia. Slovenia, if you are applying as a tourist, make sure you have some tour booked or something, or you explain them why are you coming there. खाली 3 दिन लेक ब्लेड में दिखा दोगे, वो कैंसिल कर देगा वो, क्योंकि वो हम लोग लोकल नहीं जाते उधर इतने 3 दिन, तुम लोग वहां से आगे जाओगे. So don't just blindly show के गूगल किया what is in Slovenia, लेक ब्लेड 3 दिन उधर रोके, उधर कुछ नहीं है करने को 3 दिन. That boat which takes to the island also takes 17 euros one way. So don't just blindly apply for such countries. Slovenia, we had cases where you book tours. There are some lovely photograph tours over there happening. People go in that and their visa gets approved. But otherwise, think what you are doing. Slovenia, good to apply via some other country. Croatia, maybe club it with that or something. Yeah. Yeah. What worked for you might not work for anyone. Don't just blindly follow. If I, as who has done 50 countries, I put Paris for 10 days and I say I'll come back, I'll get a visa. You put it, they'll reject it. They will understand it's visa shopping, because 10 days you will not do anything. Second, even if you are a slow traveler, you want to actually do Paris 10 days. People want to do that. For the visa, at least explain them. You have elderly people, you have babies, whatever, XYZ. Give them the reason why are you doing Paris for 10 days. Like as a traveler, and see, Indian mentality कैसा है? If I am using 3 लाख, मेरे को सब देखना है. तो तुम सिर्फ पेरिस में बैठ के नहीं बैठोगे कि मैं पेरिस में 10 दिन नहीं गए. They also know. Paris 3 days, 4 days. After that what? I had one person showing Disneyland 4 days. क्या करोगे उधर? Disneyland. 2 days, good enough. 3 days, chalo, you have a small kid who wants to see everything, 3 days, but you can't just blindly put things. Common mistakes, what people make, I'll just take you through. Using ChatGPT. ChatGPT को नहीं पता है कि लॉरे म्यूजियम ट्यूसडे को बंद रहता है. पहला ही लाइन लिखते हैं, I will visit Paris, go लॉरे म्यूजियम. कभी ट्यूसडे को. सीधा रिजेक्ट. क्योंकि ट्यूसडे को बंद है, मतलब दे नो कि ये आइटनरी आपने नहीं बनाया है. So that every country relates it. So don't use ChatGPT blindly. ये person is flying Saudi Air 30,000 and उधर wine tour book किया है 52,000 का. So it doesn't relate anywhere, correct? So make sure you understand. Don't just blindly use. If you don't know, see, Schengen doesn't ask you for activities. You don't know the activities, just remove it. They are good with it. But don't just put for the sake of putting. Yeah? Don't do that. Putting attractions which are closed, what I said. Putting more than days required in the same city. Again, 5 days in Munich, 4 days in Frankfurt. There is nothing to do. If you are actually doing Munich, you can show Innsbruck day trip, you can show Salzburg day trip, but you will have to show them. Correct? And if you are applying from Germany and showing 5 days Munich, they will definitely see कि क्यों आना है 5 दिन Munich. It's a business hub. Or you show some day trips inside, or you show some day trips to Cologne or somewhere, XYZ, whatever. Or if you are going in Christmas season, we want to stay there and cover all the Christmas markets, makes sense. Yeah. Doing a particular route on repeat, like this is also a major concern. We have had itineraries change and get a visa. Person is doing Paris, then doing Nice, then going Zurich, then again coming down to Milan and then going Netherlands. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरा friend ने किया था, या itinerary में उसको visa मिल गया था. Doesn't make sense. You have to do Paris, you have to do Zurich, you have to come down, then you may fly back to Netherlands or whatever. So make sure you understand. एक बार map पे डाल के किसी का भी itinerary लेके मत just डाल दो. Showing internal flights. This is another thing what people do. They book internal flights. I know people booking Silve to Lisbon internal flights. There is a bus for 6 hours, it will take you. There are many such places which will take you. Paris से नजदीक में कोई है. Paris, Belgium, they put flights. Nobody does that. So make sure you see एक बार omeo.com या the train guide or something. उस पे just make sure it will check. It will show you trains. It will show you flights. It will show you bus in the same search. So एक बार just check what is more, and it will also show you the money. So just check which is cheaper. Like if a bus is 3 euros, 5 euros, flight is 115 euros, and it's just 4 hours, you will not take a flight. Correct? Splitting day on date of arrival. This is big mistake which people don't understand is, you are, if I have to give you an example, you are doing Paris for 4 days. You have booked a hotel for the first day, and then you have booked another hotel for the third day. The visa officer thinks it कि ये बाकी का 3 cancel करेगा, पहले दिन रहेगा और फिर यहाँ से निकल जाएगा. Now, if you are booking that 1 day for a Eiffel Tower view वाला महंगा hotel, explain them. Don't split bookings in the start of the trip. This shows that you will change. This is visa shopping ka very big red flag. This shows that you will change your itinerary once you enter the airport. So booking refundable stays, don't just blindly book it. If I have to say it in blunt, औकात के हिसाब से book करो. They have your ITR. 6 लाख के ITR में you cannot be booking 50,000 का stays in Paris and all that. Yeah, ठीक है. Itinerary format, don't dump everything for the tourists. This is what we follow. Country name should be first because they count the number of days. Don't make that person roam around to count days. Dates from to, activities okay, transportation stay. Just make it simple. Yeah, money. What people don't know, do you know what is this written in the below? So everybody says na 5 lakh to minimum चाहिए, 10 lakh minimum चाहिए. No, you don't need it. Plot नहीं खरीदना है हमको उधर. You don't need that. Czech Republic needs 5,400 per day. Latvia needs 1,200 रुपए per day. And visas get approved with this. You don't need balance. Correct? So you will have to just check once a country में क्या है. It is not that you follow and dot to dot यही रख के चले जाओ. Keep 50,000-60,000 extra on it. But don't just blindly go to 6 lakh, 7 lakh. People wait for 6 months to accumulate money. जैसे बेटी का शादी कराने का. Don't do that. You have, Iceland needs 5,000 rupees. Costly country. Mad costly. Yeah. Balance bumps up. That is another one. Don't just go and deposit 5 lakh rupees and say that मेरा bike भेज दिया. नहीं, it doesn't work for them. Yeah. Not justifying credits received. If you are getting a credit, put it. Sweep in, sweep out, which people don't explain. मेरा तो FD है, मेरा पैसा है. But उसको नहीं पता sweep in, sweep out क्या है. तुमने कर रखा है. But explain them. Salary statement, you people should know you can submit 4 state bank statements also. It is not mandatory कि salary में ही पैसा होना चाहिए, which many agents don't say. Many, you can submit any number of statements. 3, 4, सब में पैसा पड़ा है मेरे को ऐसा रखना है. Cover letter, again, people dump cover letters. Don't dump cover letters anywhere. This is the format what we follow. Visa officer, subject, dates of visit, what, where, कहाँ से क्या कर रहे हो, क्यों visit कर रहे हो. They need an explanation, correct? Motive to return back, वापस क्यों आओगे? बूढ़ी माँ, गरीब बहन, गरीब बाप, whatever. But tell them कि मैं मेरी बूढ़ी माँ के पास जाऊँगा वापस. वो रुकी है मेरे खाना बनाने के लिए. But tell them. ठीक है, clarifications any. Who is paying for the tricks? पैसा कौन दे रहा है? मम्मी दे रही है, पापा दे रहा है, मैं ले रहा हूँ, whatever. Tell them. Docs attached, sign. That is it. तुम अपने बाजू वाला कुत्ता मर गया, so I got depressed, so I'm going to Paris. Don't do all that. They will not read. They are bored. Just keep it crisp and you are okay to go. Rejections, again, we have talked a lot on rejections. Appeal and all I have told you. If you know rejections, appeals, 30 days is the time, but you have to follow up and tell. Except Spain, we have not have rejections ka good with any other country. So yeah. Long-term visa, which is a favorite topic of everyone, they have changed it right now. Anybody knows this ad? This is a Tata Sky ad. पूछने में क्या जाता है? Ask for LTVs. Even if you are not falling into that criteria, you can ask for it. They will not reject your case for asking a LTV. But give them a solid reason why you need. तुम 5 साल में एक ट्रिप करके LTV मांग रहे हो, they will not give. If you have a travel history, if you are traveling, say them, I am coming here for the Northern Lights, but I also want to visit in the summers. They might just give. We have got so many 1-year visas for first-time applicants. Well, they also don't believe कि हमको मिला है. But ask them if you want. Tell them we have another trip planned. You don't need to give any proofs for it. But ask them. But अपना profile देख के थोड़ा ask करना. Don't just ask मुझे LTV चाहिए with a blank passport. Yeah. So just ask them. They will give. They might, if maximum they'll not give. They'll not deny you anything. They'll give you a normal.